Hello guys, welcome to AI Sciences, and today we are going to learn another important topic in machine learning, or basically in Python, which is date time object manipulation. So sometimes we have date in some weird formats in our data. So today we will learn that how can we manipulate with this date time object. And by the way, if you are new to our channel, we are AI Sciences. We make tutorial and complete courses for those who are very much beginner in data science or artificial intelligence empire. By the way, AI is the future. So I am Sajad, and we'll start with what is datetime object and why it is important. And then we'll do some manipulation on datetime object by using hands-on practice in Python. So let's jump into our notebook and let's see what is actually a datetime object. So first of all, we have this datetime library available in Python. So we are importing it, and then we are saying that datetime.now. We are just instantiating an object of date time, and then we are just displaying it. So if we run it, it will display the current date time. So it will start from year. It displays year, then month, then date, and then hour, minute, second, and so on, right? So that's our datetime object. Now we have everything separately available in our object, and we can manipulate it however we want. Sometimes in British format, I think in British format, people write date like day, then month, and then year. In American format, they do something like month, day, and then year, right? So there's always been it's always been difficult to run some specific sort of code with different date formats. So today we will try to learn that how can we convert this format to this one, and then this one to that one. One thing. Another thing, we'll also try to learn how can we implement some arithmetics on dates. How can we, let's say, subtract date 1 minus date 2. We can do something like that. How can we do that? We'll also learn that today. So here is the date, and then it has a lot of built-in functions. One is d dot weekday. D is, by the way, D is our current date. So d dot weekday, it shows weekdays starting from Monday, which is 0, and then Sunday is 6. So today, while I'm recording this video, it's Wednesday, so it is showing 2, 0, 1, 2, third day of the week, right? And then year 2021, month, it's February, and then day, then hour, minute, second, right? You can clearly see when I'm recording this. Okay, so then here is a cool thing. This is how we can convert our datetime object to our desired format. That's how we convert datetime object to string. First of all, d, which is datetime object, d dot strf time. So this is a method, and here we pass a regular expression. Now what is a regular expression, by the way? You may be seeing that, okay, it's quite difficult thing. No, it is not. Let me tell you. If we come over here, you can see that we have a complete cheat sheet, and it is just, for example, if you just Google it, the cheat sheet for datetime object, you will get the whole values. So if we just write %a, it shows weekdays in this format, Sunday, Monday, in short format. So if we do something like, and if you want to print full weekday, like name of weekday, Sunday, Monday, then you have to write %sign and then capital A, right? And here in the code, if you see, we have written %a, right? And it is showing full weekday name. Today is Wednesday, right? And then if we see %w, %d, and b, and a lot of things, you can play around it. So if we come back, and let me tell you how we manipulate it. So first of all, %a, which shows complete weekday name, and then %space, right? Here's a space, and then %m, which shows the month, number of month, which is 2 right now, right? And then slash, again, here is slash, then percentage D, which is day, which is third day of February, and then percentage Y, which is year, right? Okay, now if I just change this M with, let me see what is month full name, as comes with capital B, right? So if I change this with capital B, it shows complete month name, right? And how do I know that complete, that's how I show the complete month name. How do I know that? Simple, here's a cheat sheet, right? This is a small m, it shows month as 0 padded decimal number, 0, 1, 0, 2, and 12. So let's get back to our previous format, M, right? This is sort of a British format. It shows day, month, year. If I want to convert it into, I want to change it into American format, I can just do day comes here, month comes here, and that's it. Now, third day of February 2021, and it's Wednesday, right? Perfect. You can change the ordering of these things, no problem at all. Now, now our daytime object is already converted into a string. Okay, so next thing is, how can we convert a string? Here we already had a daytime object and we converted it into a string. Now we are going to do the reverse thing. We have a string, right? We have a date time in string. It shows 2016, second month, first day, and so on, and time as well, right? Now I want to convert it into datetime object. How can I do that? So datetime, now what is this datetime? Datetime is this library, right? So datetime, strp time. Now this is strp and this is strf. So there is some difference between them. strp takes two parameters, date string, which is a string over here, right? And then the format that is being followed in the string. So if we look into the string, it shows that in the beginning there comes a year, then month, then day, and then some time. So here it shows percentage y, that shows year, then month, then day, and then time. And then we have another day, another string that also has this sort of time. We are using same method, strp time, date string, this one, and here we are specifying a different regular expression because this date format is different than this one. Now you may be again wondering that it is difficult to recognize the date format. No, it is not difficult. You just have to look upon the cheat sheet, and after doing some practice, you will be able to do it on your fingertips. I can visually tell you that this shows the year that comes with percentage y, and then this shows the day that comes with percentage d, and so on. It just takes some practice. Now it becomes datetime object. Here is the datetime object. Now you can manipulate it however you want. Okay, so another beautiful thing is time delta. Now time delta is sort of a temporary time that allows you to do some arithmetics with datetime object. Before we play with this time delta object, let me show you another thing. D, we have initiated D with datetime.now, which is time right now, right? And then we are again initiating, making a datetime object like this, like just we have done before. And so time now is D, time to be subtracted is D2, and then we are taking difference. We are subtracting D2 from D1, D, or maybe you can call it D1. So let me run it, and you can see that time now is this, time to be subtracted is this, and difference is this many days, right? By default it gives us difference in days. Okay, so now what if I want to convert this difference, this time difference, into years or months or something? How can I do that? Now this time delta object comes into the play. So I will do something like D plus time delta seconds 1. So what it will do, it will add 1 second to D. What is D? D is datetime.now, current time, right? So it will add 1 second to it, right? And this time delta, 1 minute equals to 1, it will add 1 minute to it. And this will add 1 hour to it. This will add 1 day to it. This will add 1 week to it, and finally this will add 1 year to it. Now it doesn't support year argument, it just supports days, hours, minutes, second, and weeks argument. So we know that a typical year contains 365 days, so we multiply 1 day to 365, and that's what we are adding over here. So current year is 2021, and here you can see that it is showing 2022 because we are adding a complete 1 year to it. And then before that we were adding 1 week to it, and here you can see that we are adding 1 week, and so on. If you want to add 30 days, you want to add a month, you can do something like day equals to 30, right? So maybe day equals to 1 multiply by 30 or whatever you want, right? So let's run it, and here you can see the result. So that's how time delta object, it is just a temporary time object that helps you in arithmetic, or maybe it can help you in some other areas of working. Okay, so what if I want to display, previously we were discussing that we want to display these many days into years or something. So simple, we have this, we already have this d minus d2 that we have done over here, d minus d2, right? So d minus d2 divided by time delta equals to days 1. So what it will do is it will show all the days in it will show the difference of time in number of days that we already had, nothing new. Okay, so here what we are doing is same thing, only one thing changed is week equals to 1. Any idea what it is doing? Now it is converting this value into the weeks. So these many days makes 261 weeks, right? Because now we are dividing it with weeks equals to 1, or in other words, we are dividing it with 7. Okay, so what if we want to show that how many years this value contains? Simple, divide it with time delta days equals to 365. Simple as that, and it will show you, it will tell you that its total is 5 years, right? So let's move on. Okay, so you can implement some logical operators on dates as well. So you can compare dates, comparison operators basically. So let's do some reverse forwarding. Okay, so what is d? D is, let me tell you again, d is current date, and what is d2? D2 is date, some date from 2016, right? Okay, so what I am doing is I'm saying that, okay, d equals to d2, which is false, and it is saying that, okay, yes, it is false because d is some date of 2021 and d2 is some date of 2016, which is not equal. Okay, then we are asking, are they not equal? D not equal to d2? They are saying yes, you're true, d is not equal to d2. Then we are saying that, okay, d is greater than d2 plus 1 year. Actually d is greater than d2 plus 6 years. How 6 years? Because 1 year contains 52 weeks, and we are multiplying 52 weeks with 6. That makes 6 years. So it is saying that no, it is not right. D is not greater than this value, right? Because what is d? D is 2021. What is d2? D2 is 2016. So if we add 6 years to 2016, it makes 2022. And 2021 is not greater than 2022. That's why it is false. Okay, again, the same thing in different manners. We are saying that D is less than D2 plus 6 years. It is saying that yes, now you're right. D is less than, in other words, 2021 is less than 2022, some day of 2022. Right? So you can implement, you can use something like this in your if statements and wherever you want to use comparison operator. Okay, finally, let's say we have some dates, okay? And here we have dates, right? A list of dates like this. Okay, by the way, I'm not going to explain what I've done in this cell. You are supposed to, you're supposed to know by so far what we have done. You're already supposed to know that what we are doing over here, how we are generating these dates. So somehow we have these dates. By the way, if you don't understand this, you can leave a comment below, we can answer this. But you should spend some time on understanding this code. It's quite easy. So here we have some dates, and these dates are in I think in American format. So it is showing some months before. Initially it is showing month, number of month, then number of days, and then year. So we want to convert it into British format. How can we do that? Simply, we will iterate over it, simply iterate over it, and then we will create a new time from first of all, it is a string. We have to convert this string to a date time object. So that's how we can do that, right? Simple. We have explained it before. How can we convert string to date time object? First of all, it will become a date time object, right? I should call it new. Actually, I should call it date time obj, date time object. Perfect. And then let me paste it over here. And then what I'm doing is I'm just converting it into a different format. First of all, day, then month, then year. Now you can see that it is showing day, then month, then year. You want to verify this, just replace M with capital B, and here you can see that 3rd of February 2021, and then 3rd of March 2021, and so on, right? And last date is 7th of April 2021, and here you can see that 4th month is April, 7th is the date, and so on. So that's why. Now if let's say you have a complete column in your Excel sheet and you want to convert it into let's say you have this sort of Excel sheet. Let me tell you. Let's say this is your Excel sheet, and here is a column that contains the dates in, let's say, American format, USA format, and you want to convert it into British format, right? Let's say UK format. So now you know that. How can you convert this format to this? Or maybe you can also, not maybe, but exactly, you can do something like this. Or maybe you can convert it into any X, Y, Z format. Another thing that you can do, not just for fun, but it is quite useful if you're doing machine learning or something. Sometimes you don't need this complete date, right? You just need some, you just need months, or you just need years. Okay, so let's say you have dates in this column. Let's create another sheet, sort of a sheet, and here let's say you have here you have dates. Okay, so now you just need the number of months over here. Now you can easily strip all other information from the dates, and you can display number of months over here, right? Or if you want to display just the number of years, you can easily do that. If you want to display just the number of days, you can easily do that. Let's say you're making a mobile app that predicts the let's say you're working on a machine learning project that predicts the weather for tomorrow. In weather, usually you don't need years, right? Usually you don't need that. Usually you don't need days as well. Most probably you need months, right? So month is the important column in such machine learning project. So now you know that. How can we do that? So we are AI Sciences. Visit our website and do subscribe and hit the bell icon on our channel. Thank you.